Start a new drawing by clicking this drop down arrow. Click new. And since I'm using millimeters, I'm going to use Acadiso 3D template for metric units and click open. I'm just going to adjust my window. And make sure to work on parallel projection by clicking this drop down arrow and select parallel. And I'm going to start drawing from this view here, which is the side view. And I'm going to use left view. So bring your drawing to left view. And I'm going to start with line. Before we proceed, go down to the status bar and turn on your ortho mode. Okay, L for line. Click anywhere on the screen. Move your cursor upward for 34.88. Which is this one here. And ignore the wing here first. We're just going to do this portion here. This one here, this one, up to this point. Okay, line again. Click the end point. Go to the right and enter 45.06. Another line from end point and go downward. I'm just gonna track and enter. Now the distance from this end point to this point is 12.26. So L again for line. Click the end point. Go sideways for 12.26. And go upward for 17.3. Go sideways for 2.08. And upward again for 10.39. And enter. Now I'm gonna mirror these objects. So MI for mirror command and select these 4 lines and specify first point of mirror line by clicking this midpoint. You go upward or downward. As long as it's straight, just click here and select no. Now I'm gonna connect the two endpoints by using line. So line again, endpoint to endpoint. And enter. Now I'm gonna draw the circle. I'm just gonna annotate this one. From midpoint to the center of that circle is 9.18. All right, so line. I'm gonna use construction line here and enter 9.18. And start a circle. So C for circle, click that in point, type D for diameter option, enter, and enter 22.62. And enter. Another circle, type D for diameter option, and enter 12. Now I'm gonna trim, so TR for trim command, enter twice, remove that, remove this one. There you go. And bring this closer and draw a line from quadrant downward. Another line from quadrant downward. Now trim again. So TR for trim command, enter twice. Remove that. Bring it closer. Same process here. And enter. Now I'm going to join the segments by typing J for join command. Right click to enter and select the whole thing. All right. Now I'm going to extrude this object for 16, looking from front view. I'm going to extrude this one for 16.39. So hold down the shift key and the wheel of your mouse. I'm just going to turn off the grid here. And select the object you want to extrude. I'm just gonna highlight everything or select everything and enter EXT for extrude command. Or you can go inside, go to home, click this drop down arrow and select extrude command inside the modeling panel. Extrude, select the objects you want to extrude, enter, and enter 16.39. All right, and I'm just gonna change this to X-ray. I'm gonna use this one here, this cylinder, to subtract from the whole object here. So subtract command inside the solid editing panel. Select the object you want to keep, right click and select the object you want to use to subtract, which is that one here. By the way, turn on your, before you proceed, go down to the status bar and turn on your dynamic input, ortho mode or polar tracking, object snap tracking, object snap, selection cycling, and 3D object snap. Now, I'm gonna extrude this portion here, a part of this face here. I'm just gonna change this to conceptual. Part of this face here, and extrude it from this point to this point for 81.94. And the height for this one is 19. I'm gonna annotate again. I don't wanna do addition. I'm just gonna click this one and this one. So the height is 25.59. So what I'm gonna do is draw a line from in point, move upward for 25.59, and then shift right click and select perpendicular. So I'm just gonna snap that perpendicular point. All right. Now I'm gonna extrude these faces for 81.94. So go to home, select press pull command inside the modeling panel. Select this face and extrude it for 81.94 and enter. Same process here and enter 81.94 and enter. All right. Now, for this portion here, this one, I'm gonna draw a rectangle with a height of 54.04 and width of 45.06. So line from this in point, go upward for 54.09, go sideways for 45.06. Click the in point and click this in point. Now join the segments. J for join command. I could have used polyline, so I don't have to use join command, but it's okay. Now I'm gonna extrude this one, and the thickness looking from front view is 20.48. So extrude command. Select this object, enter, and move it towards this direction for 20.48. Now, bring this drawing to front view. The next thing to do is chamfer the edge, this edge here, which is this one looking from front view. So go to solid, select chamfer edge inside the solid editing panel. And for the first distance, go down to the command window, click the distance, and enter 10.24. Enter, which is this one here. And the next distance is enter 10.24. So for second distance, and enter. And select this edge. Enter and enter again. So these are the distances. This one and this one. All right. The next thing to do is poke a hole through this face here, and the distance from the tip here or midpoint here is 12.12. So I'm gonna change this first to wireframe, and I'm gonna draw a guide or construction line from midpoint, go downward for 12.12. And the distance in between the two holes is 20.52, which no, not 20.52. I think this one is wrong. So this is the one looking from left view. So I'm gonna go to left view. So the distance in from the center here, I'm gonna check again just to make sure. So annotate linear from center to center is 20.48. So half of 20.48 is 10.24. So I'm gonna draw another guide from in point, go sideways for 10.24, and I'm just gonna copy this line, copy in point to in point. Hold down the shift key and the wheel of your mouse, and the diameter for this circle is 3.22. So C for circle, snap the in point, type D for diameter option, enter, and enter 3.22. And I'm just gonna copy this one, copy selection from center to in point. Now I could erase those guides now. Now extrude these two circles. So extrude command inside the modeling panel, select these two circles and extrude it to that direction for 12.84, which is this one here. And now I'm gonna use cone. So inside the modeling panel, click this drop down arrow. If cone is not showing in one of the choices, select cone and snap this center at the end. First, you have to change the direction of your z-axis vector. So click anywhere on the screen and point it to that direction, because this is where the extrusion is going and the XY plane is where we're gonna draw. All right. Snap the center, click the quadrant, extend the height for 0.97, enter, which is this one here. So I'm just gonna copy this one, or maybe create cone again so you will be familiar with the process. Okay, center, snap the center, snap the quadrant and extend it for 0.97. Now I'm gonna subtract. So what I'm gonna do is change this to X-ray. All right. So subtract command. Select the object you want to keep, right click, and select the objects you want to use to subtract. So this one, this object here. So that's why our selection cycling is on. So when I'm gonna show you why. Selection cycling is here. That's why we have to turn it on, because if I use subtract command, I'm gonna use this one to select the object you want to keep, right click, and select the object you want to subtract. See, it's all highlighted. So if you hover over here, the object that you want to use to subtract is gonna use, and this one here, it's, excuse me, and it's highlighted. So this cone and this one here. Or to be easier, you can I'm just gonna undo. To make it easier, you can change this to wireframe and subtract command. Select the object you want to keep, right click, and select the objects you want to use to subtract, which is the cylinder, this cone, cylinder, and this cone here, and enter. Now I'm gonna view this using conceptual. See that edge there? It's pointed. Not edge, but the end is pointed there. All right. Now the next thing to draw is this area here. These two wings at the very base. So what I'm gonna do is bring this drawing to top view and change this to maybe wireframe. All right. Now I'm gonna draw a circle here. Maybe this one first. I'm gonna draw a line from, so this is looking from top view. I'm gonna draw a line from this point here, annotate linear from this center of the circle, center, yeah, the center is there, to this end point is 18, and the distance from the quadrant to the center is 18. So we have a circle with a diameter, so I'm just gonna draw it separately and type with the radius of 18, so enter 18, and move this one from quadrant to this endpoint here. All right, and then cut this, just gonna trim, so TR for trim command, enter twice. I hope this one would work, but no. I'm gonna draw a line that cuts from the quadrant to quadrant and trim, so TR for trim command, enter twice, and click this one, remove this one, and draw a circle, another circle here, and the distance from the quadrant to the center of that circle is 7.76. So line as a guide from quadrant towards that direction for 7.76, and draw a circle. Okay, radius for this one is 2.55, so C for circle and enter 2.55. So if I look at it from top view, see this one, this is how it looks, this one here, and then I'm gonna draw a line as a guide from center, go that way for 8.16, and go sideways, another line all the way back to top view. I'm just gonna mirror this object and this object and specify midpoint, first point of mirror line. So shift right click and select mid between 2 points, so it should be mid between this point and this point, and go downward or upward. There you go, and select no. There you go. All right, and trim, TR for trim command, enter twice. Just trim these ones here, this one, this one, and draw a line to connect the endpoint to endpoint. Now I'm going to join the segments, so I could extrude it. So J for join command, and the line, then that line, and this line. Okay, it's all joined, and extrude this one for looking from side view. The height is 6 units. Just gonna change this to So extrude this one upward for 6 units. And subtract. Select the object you want to keep. Right click and select these 2 holes here. 2 cylinders. There you go. And bring this to top view. I'm gonna mirror this object here. So mi for mirror command. Select this one. And start somewhere in between. I think this one here. And so this is gonna be the first point of mirror line. Go sideways. And select no. Alright, I think we're almost done. Let me check. The cut here should go all the way, all through this object. So what I'm gonna do is change this one to X-ray and copy edges. So inside the solid editing panel, click the drop down arrow and select copy edges. This edge, copy this edge here, this one. And right click and enter. And use this endpoint here as base point and attach it to this endpoint here and enter again. All right, just gonna change this to conceptual so it's easy to visualize. So press pull command, hover over this face. Once it turns blue, left click, let go. Move it to that direction, left click again. We're done with that. And the next thing to draw is the thread inside here, inside the hole. So first I'm gonna change the direction of my z-axis vector. So click here and point it to the direction. So this is gonna be the direction of the circle, the helix. So first I'm gonna draw a circle. Snap the center and snap the quadrant. And draw a line from center to the center of this outlet. And again circle. And just snap the quadrant. Alright. Now, it would be easier if I hide this one to create the thread. So, select the object, right-click, hover over isolate, and select hide objects. I'm just gonna erase those. We don't need these ones. Alright. So, create helix. So, inside the draw panel, select helix, click the center, snap the quadrant. So this is gonna be the base. So if you look at it here, look at the command window. For helix, specify base radius. So the base radius would be 6. So you can enter 6 or just snap the quadrant. And again, enter 6. So just type in 6 or snap the quadrant. Enter. And then for the turn height, which is the pitch, it is shown in this picture. It's our reference drawing. It's 1.75. So click turn height and enter 1.75 and enter. And you can snap this endpoint here or center of that circle. See that line? You can snap the endpoint here, but I'm just gonna extend it for a few turns somewhere here. All right. Now, if I click this one, this the twist is counterclockwise. I'm just gonna change this to clockwise. All right, and bring your drawing to front view and create this one here. So to get the dimension for this object that I'm gonna use to cut, wait, here, somewhere here, this one here. So this top part, which is gonna be the pitch, and the F value, which is the bottom. Oh no, this one is the F, this distance from this corner to this corner. I got the value for that. I'm just gonna paste this one here. So the F, I got it from by multiplying the pitch, which is 1.75 by with 0.3707. So that's how I get the value here. This one, this 0.65, and for the height, which is the, if you look at the picture here, the height, which is D, is multiplying pitch by half, so 0.5, so 1.75 times 5. And I got this value here, so which is the height, 0.88. And for the angle, all you have to do is create a line here with an angle of 14.5, which is half of 29. So this is how it works. All right, so L for line, click anywhere here, go towards the direction for 0.65. So this is the F here, which is this one, the distance from this point to this point. And then for the height, is 0.88. So L for line, snap the midpoint and enter 0.88. Just rechecking, so 0.88 here. Now I'm gonna draw a line from this in point, change this to polar tracking, and then go downward. So 90 degrees minus 14.5 is 90 minus 14.5, which is half of 29 degrees, equals 75.5. But since we're going downward, I'm gonna use minus 75.5. All right, so line, go down, press the tab key to enter the angle, and enter minus 75.5 and enter. I'm just gonna mirror this one. So MI for mirror command, select the object, specify first point of mirror line by clicking again mirror, enter, and specify first point of mirror line by clicking the midpoint, go upward and select no. I'm gonna draw another line from this point to this point, and then trim, enter twice, just trim that and trim this one. I'm going to join the segments by typing J for join command and just window the whole thing. Now this is one object. I'm going to mirror this one. So mirror this object from this point sideways and select no. I need this one. So move from that in point and attach it to the in point. So shift right click and select in point. So it's the in point of this helix. All right. Now I'm gonna use, so inside the modeling panel, click this drop down arrow, and I'm gonna use sweep command and select this object you're gonna use to sweep. Right click, enter, and go down to the command window, select base point. I'm gonna use this one as base point, and go down again, alignment, and we didn't want it to align to the direction of the helix, so select no, and select the helix. So select this one. There you go. And then right click again. We just right click anywhere, hover over isolate and select an object isolation. All right. Now I'm gonna bring this to front view. I'm just gonna slice this one. So go to solid, select slice command. Inside the solid editing panels, select this object to slice, right click, specify starting point, start from that corner there, or you can do is quadrant. Start from this quadrant, go downward, make sure it's straight. Turn on the ortho mode. Okay, click here, and AutoCAD is asking you to specify a point on desired side. Click both sides. So this one you can delete and bring this one to front view again. Slice the other side. Slice this one. Enter and specify start point of slicing plane. So shift right click, select quadrant. So start from quadrant, go downward, click, and AutoCAD is asking you to specify a point on desired side. Select this side here. So this is the cutting plane. So just click this side here. All right. Just gonna change this to shaded with edges. There you go. So that's your thread. And what I'm gonna do is union the objects. So select this one here, not that line. Union. Select the threads and this object here, and delete the line. And I think we are done. So make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified for the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.